What's up everybody? Welcome back to my channel. This is episode 6 of my videos and today is going to be a story time video. I'm going to talk about the time that I was in a fist fight. Yep. I was in a fist fight. It got pretty ugly. Not really. I was in like 10th grade. But no, actually I was in 9th grade. I was in 9th grade and had my first and only fist fight. And no, I did not start it. Did not start that fight. So, starting from the beginning, I had a best friend. And we were best friends for a while. We were best friends for about 3 years straight. And every day, always over, and I can't talk. Okay. We were always over each other's houses, sleepovers, talking about boys, blah, blah, blah. The whole 9 yards. She was my best friend. She lived right down the street. It was perfect. So, one day, in high school, actually it was middle school. It was 9th grade. That's what I said. Duh. Anyway, walking down the hallway, and all of a sudden, she starts yelling at me. Starts yelling at me, saying that I called her cousin fat. I called her cousin fat. 1, I never met her cousin. 2, why would I say that? I'm your best friend. I would never call your cousin fat. It doesn't matter. But anyway, that's what she thought. She thought I called her cousin fat. Okay. So she's screaming, hollering at me, saying, I called her cousin fat. She's so angry, blah, blah, blah. This is her family, yada, yada, yada. Then, she proceeds to say, that's it. And then she walks away. So I'm like, all right. I have class in a few minutes. Gonna get my stuff out of my locker. Walk myself to my locker. Standing at my locker, facing it, you know, doing my little code to get my locker, get my books, and mosey on down to my class. All of a sudden, I feel, whoosh, my head goes flying back, and she pulled my hair. She pulled my entire head down, completely down, and started hitting me because I supposedly called her cousin fat. Now, in the process, if you've ever been in a fight, you know that feeling of you have to defend yourself. It's kind of like survival mode kicks in and you're like, that's it. I have to, like, instinctively, your body says, we need to survive this. Obviously, it's a school fight. You're going to survive this. Somebody's going to pull it apart, obviously. But in a sense, I was telling myself we need to survive, so I just started hitting her back. Even though nowadays all these schools are like, man, you can't hit anybody back because it's like against the law now. Anyway, I hit her back regardless of what anybody says because my parents always told me growing up, you have to defend yourself in any situation in which you feel harmed. You have to defend yourself. If you don't, people are just going to take advantage of you. So, that's what I did. I hit her back. And I hit her right in the face. I hit her multiple times in the face. I proceeded to pull her hair. So I started hitting her in the face. And then she tried to kick me. So I smashed her face into a locker. Because I felt like I needed to get her off of me. Because she just wouldn't stop coming at me. Like, you know what I'm saying? She was just like all over you, on top of you, just swinging constantly. So I took her by her hair and I pushed her into the locker. And then she wears glasses, so her glasses fell off and they broke. Then she's cursing, yelling at me, being very inappropriate in school, blah, blah, blah. And a teacher pulls us apart. Teacher pulls us apart. She goes down to the principal's office. I go down to the principal's office. Come to find out, her mom was called, my mom was called. My mom, of course, was very upset because she couldn't believe the fact that I would hit somebody. Meanwhile, I was defending myself. I will always defend myself in a situation, and so should all of you watching this video, no matter what. And she went home that day, and I found out that she was going to try to sue me for this fight. Her mom was going to try to sue me because her glasses broke. But she started the fight. Where that makes sense, I don't know. It never happened. She never sued me for anything, which is good because she started the fight and I was completely defending myself. And what else makes me angry is that because even though she started the fight, she had 2 days out of school for it. I got a week. A week out of school. Now, a week out of school is actually really good. Because, you know, when you're a kid, you're like, oh sweet, no school, great. And it was like right at the end of the year where we're almost done and blah, blah, blah. But she got 2 days and I got a whole week. And she was the one who was bullying me. And saying all this stuff that I never said and then came and attacked me. And she was punished less. That to me is so unfair. And so ridiculous that I look back and think how screwed up that system was. That because I defended myself, I got in more trouble than she did. I don't know how that's fair. Obviously, moral of the story is we wound up never being friends again. I have not talked to her since that day. And I think it's going to stay that way. There's no point for me to be friends with her. There's no need. Why have toxic people in your life? Moral of the story is get rid of the toxic people. People bring you down. Get rid of them. Just get rid of them. There's no point to have them. And she was toxic, and I'll never get her back. Purposely. Never take her back as a friend. Ever. But that concludes this story time. If you liked this story time and you want to hear more story times, because I certainly have them, a lot of them, leave a comment down below. I'm probably going to post it anyway. So just be on the lookout for it anyway. Other than that, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.